Says I'm live now.
Oh no, I just can't see you. There we go. Okay, we are live. Okay.
Well, good. J-Rock, Dave. What's up, everybody? What up? I hope that wasn't too loud. Can y'all hear me well? Can everybody hear me? Can you see the chat? Guys, give me a 1. Press 1 if you can hear me. Press 1 if you can hear me. Going live on IG. Going live on IG right now, too.
Okay, audio and video are good. Gonna have a slight delay for you, but we're good over here.
It's all good. So what's up, y'all? It is 8:45 Eastern Standard Time on a Thursday. It's February 14th. Happy Valentine's to all of you that do this. Perfect. Thank you, Denise, for letting me know. What's up, y'all? So I'm live on Instagram right here, live on YouTube right here. Hope you guys can say hey. Hey, listen, first of all, y'all, this is the first time y'all getting to see one of my new sets in the brand new building that we built out for all this content. So this room, y'all getting a sneak peek. Y'all getting a sneak peek of, was it rubbing against my mic? You guys are getting a sneak peek of the new space here. And for you Instagram guys, I can kind of swivel you, but this, maybe I won't. I'll just wait till the unveiled video. But this is cool. So we got this whole 5,000 square foot warehouse that we built out over the last month and a half. That is our new creative space. It's where we do all our lives. It's where we do, we got a lot of dope stuff here. You're just gonna see it in a video coming up soon. But I just wanted to say what's up to y'all. Talk about the 30-day wholesaling challenge. What's up, everybody? I see y'all pouring in. So what's up to YouTube, what's up to Instagram, and everybody inside of the Facebook group that is watching right now, Wholesaling Elite Facebook group. What's up to you guys? We're gonna go over a couple things. One, I wanna get started with talking about dispositions and how you sell a property once you get it under contract. What's up, Captain Morgan? So I wanna do that first. Then we're gonna talk about the 30-day challenge, how awesome it was, how awesome it's going, and which instructions you guys should do for submitting your contracts and stuff like that you got on the contract. And we're gonna talk about some Weed Line 19 stuff. So let's get started. So what I wanna talk about, obviously we love the Q&A, everybody loves Q&A, but what I wanna talk about is dispositions. So let's keep the topics right now on dispositions. And what that means is when you get a property under contract, how do you sell it? And I recently put up a YouTube video on how we do it in our office. And it's dope. I think it's amazing that I can't get at it. It's amazing. I haven't seen many people put out a video on how they sell the property. And there's many ways to do it. Not saying my way is the right way, the wrong way, but it's the way we do it. It's the way we put out the video. So yeah, if you haven't caught that YouTube video, watch it. But let's talk about how you guys can get a property sold very quickly after you get it under contract. What? Yeah, for you guys that don't know, I'm in St. Louis this weekend with Christina. Christina Spells. We're doing a pop-up in St. Louis Saturday. Cool. We're doing a pop-up on St. Louis on Saturday, I think 11 a.m. at a place called, let me check my phone, give me a second. Let's see here. Christina texts me. I'm just trying to remember the name of the place here. So, all right, so Saturday at 11 a.m. at Next Core, which is at 2631 Gravos Ave. Anyways, I will post it tomorrow morning. But it's tomorrow, St. Louis, Saturday morning, 11 a.m. We're doing a pop-up. Bring your questions. I love to meet every single one of you guys. So let's talk about dispositions, y'all. Let's talk about dispositions. So how we get a property, we get a property under contract. First, we make sure it's a deal, right? We negotiate it well. We make sure. And one trick I want to tell you guys that we recently been doing, and it's worked for us. We got a inspection on a property. So we paid roughly $500 for an inspection on a property that the numbers were very tight on. And this is the first time we were actually doing this. We got an inspector to go out and inspect the property and write a detailed report and take pictures. The reason is we wanted to get the property closer to 90,000, and what happened was we can get it at 110. Very, very tight margins, but we put it under contract at 110. We told the lady that, listen, we're gonna get an inspection. We have 10 days for due diligence, and I want to actually, what's up, cuz? I see you down there. I wanted to actually take an inspection. So we got an inspection for the property. We got it back, sent it over to the lady, and then we actually had the property reduced from 110 to 90,000. So we got a $20,000 deduction on the property because we did an inspection. Now we're going to continue to do this on properties that are tight. We'll give you an update. Obviously, I'll give you an update on YouTube and Instagram on how it's going. But that thing was going to be a $7,000 wholesale, a terrible deal, and we ended up making $27,000 because we can justify our costs of fixing the place with this inspection. So we did pretty good. So here's how, once we get a property under contract, let's talk about dispositions. Here's what we do. So once we get a property under contract and it's vacant, we love those properties the most. The reason is because we can go take pictures. What's up, Christina? I'll see you guys in St. Louis. That's Instagram. But reason why we take this property and we put it under contract, we like vacant properties. Obviously, that's the easiest to sell. Why? Because we can have buyers and have a highest and best meeting and all that stuff like that, period. But here's how we do it. We take pictures. We take this thing with the 360 view of the house, which is unbelievable. It helps sell the house so fast. What's up, Tyler? And we take drone shots. Take pictures, drone shots. What else we take, J-Rock? Pictures, drone shots, 360. That's it, right? Pictures, drone shots, 360s of each property, and that goes on our Carrot buyer site. And then what happened from there is then we blasted out via text message to all our buyers and contractors. One list that I'm telling you works so much that people don't talk about is we have a list of all the contractors and their phone numbers in the city, in the area, and we send out our properties to them too, because those guys buy properties as well, because their cost of actually doing things is very cheap, right? So we send out the property via text message, via email, and an RVM, which is something most people don't do. We actually send out a RVM. What's up, Blue Note? We send out an RVM to the cash buyers. Team Dash, what's up? We send out an RVM to the cash buyers, and that's the 3 ways we do it. We hit people in every single way possible that they get laid, and our properties sell no problem. We sold that one property, we blasted out in 48 hours for $27,000. So kudos to the team for thinking of an inspection, Francis and Bryce for getting that inspection done and all tied up, and we killed it. So that's that. So I want to have any questions about dispositions. What's up, Dallas? I hope he's a Dallas in the house. I hope to see you guys in Dallas. Do we have any questions on YouTube at all?
Yeah, we got questions about step-by-step teaching because this person lives in New Jersey. Trudy.
Teaching people step-by-step? Well, here's what they should do. If you're in New Jersey, look up Flipping NJ. Go hang out with those guys every Monday. They have a live free place where you can hang out in Jersey, and they'll give you some step-by-step stuff. I try my best to put out great videos so that you guys can pick up that information.
How about JVs, a few requests for JVs and getting into that?
So here's my thing about JVs. I've recently started seeing the word JV, which is joint venturing with other wholesalers, as more of a lazy way to get into the game. I think it's been more of, I'm going to JV with somebody because I don't have this. But if you actually have, if you're good at getting the buyers, and somebody has something, yes, you can JV together, but I wouldn't make it your number one source of finding deals or depending on other people to find properties. I do joint ventures myself with a lot of you that bring me deals, and our team, works on it and gets it together. So, yeah, see, Chris has a good point. He says people try to JV before even trying, which is right. And that's the problem. It's like an easy cop out. Hey, tell me the houses you have under contract. So JV is over the last year has become almost like a negative term a little bit. How do you get the contractors list? I don't remember exactly how I bought it, but I know I bought it last year, and it's from a company. But what it was, I think 10 of us band together and bought the entire United States contractors list, and it's broken down state by state, and then we then sent it out there as well.
This one, right? Adriel Brown is asking on YouTube.
So we have a YouTube question.
What's up, Max? My question is, with lead generation becoming more and more ridiculously easy, do you suppose the business will become too saturated to do deals consistently one day soon? No.
So so the question was, because lead generation has become ridiculously easy, I think a lot of people are going to beg to differ that fact right there. And then he says, because it's becoming so easy, do I feel like people are just it's going to be so easy, everybody's doing deals, that it's going to be so saturated that you can't find deals? I'm going to say no, big no. I mean, listen, how many car dealerships, how many barbershops, how many hardware stores, you need to have that abundance mindset in order to really not look at other people doing deals as competition. I think it's a bad mindset to actually think that other people doing deals and so many deals. I mean, look how many real estate agents there are. I mean, there's the only way. Listen, when there's no more foreclosures in America is when we will become useless. But until then, there's going to be so many deals.
How about this question I've seen a couple times: wholesale versus wholesale?
So the question coming from YouTube is wholesale versus wholesale. So these are two different exit strategies. And how you need to look at it. A wholesale is the easiest, simplest way to exit a property. A wholesale, the difference between that is you can acquire the property in some way, shape, or form, whether it's on a terms, which is through some type of owner finance, subject to, or something like that, slightly and lightly flip the property and then sell it on a retail aspect. So basically what we do, I do hotels where I basically sometimes I'll buy the property because it's not, I will buy the property because it's not a wholesale deal, and I would put $1,400 in fixing and cleaning it, and then I will put it on the MLS and sell it for less than retail, but set it on a retail platform, and we do it like that.
How about more follow-up on 30-day challenge, just as far as outreach? I know you've been really busy traveling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so we're going to get to the 30-day challenge stuff here in a second. It's wrapped. There's been a lot of you that participated, and I think it was over 3,000 people that participated in the 30-day challenge. A lot of people have hit me on the inbox and said they got their first deal, contracts. Some of them haven't closed. Some of them have closed. Some people said they got 2 closed deals in those 30 days. So yeah, that's very, very coming up, and it was a great 30-day challenge. I think we're going to do it again sometime after the conference in March, so maybe second quarter-ish time. We'll run another challenge, and we'll do a little bit more stuff. Somebody said they got a deal. They need help getting out of the doghouse. He said he bought a ticket without his wife's permission. Oops.
How about, I saw this one come in, if you have $1,000, what's the best thing you can do with that money to get started?
That's crazy. That's a good question. If you have $1,000, what you should do, you should literally go to my YouTube channel and watch the video. If I had $1,000, what I should do. Great question. That's why I made a whole YouTube video on it. Which one?
If you're going to do something on teaching buying and holding.
Yeah, so this year my goal is to buy and hold 12 additional properties for myself. So as I go through that, like I do everything else. I'm going to show you how I acquire rentals for myself, and how I do everything, so that you guys can see how I'm doing it. I'm learning from a mentor, and you guys are going to be able to come along and see how we are actually holding and buying houses. So 12, we bought 2 in the last 2 months so far. So a question from Instagram says, and yeah, Christina's right. That same topic will be at We Live 19. Here's some things that I kind of want to, there's some things that I kind of want to tell you what we're going to go over in We Live 19. What's that?
Gary V.
Definitely my man Gary V is going to be there. He's going to be the keynote speaker at the event. So I don't know if you guys know that Gary V is going to be there, but I'm going to go over some topics that we're going to go over over the website. We're going to go over at We Live 19. Since Christina just brought that up, I really want to nail that down for you guys so you can kind of see exactly.
Good questions coming in YouTube.
Go ahead, hit me with the questions. YouTube questions are coming in.
When you disposition a property, do you blast that on Facebook?
Nope, I did a whole video on my whole process, and Facebook is not one of them.
If the property is owner occupied, how does that affect the dispositions process?
It's a little bit more sensitive because we don't want to track a bunch of, so the question was, if a property is occupied, how does that affect the disposition process? Well, one thing is that the property is occupied, so it's a little bit harder. It's a little bit harder to actually bring buyers through there, and you have to coordinate it a lot easy. So that's why it's very important to get as much detailed pictures, a 360 view, everything that more things that they would need, that they would require them less time to go on the property. And once you narrow down your actual serious cash buyers, you only show the house about 2, maybe 3 times, and your seller's going to be fine with it as long as you set the standard of what's going to happen. One guy here says, Gary said buying a house is a bad investment. You should have a talk with him. So you haven't taken out of context, and I think everything needs to have context. What he is saying is, people go out and buy property that don't need to buy their house. He's talking about a house you live in. And he says you need to actually go, if you're not where you want to be in life, you need to go rent somewhere cheaply so that you don't have this massive burden on you of maintaining and paying the mortgage on a property, and go out and spend your money on and make less money so you can do things that make you happy. So he doesn't say, hey, look, buying a house is a bad investment. He owns property. But what he's saying is buying a house just because you're trying to keep up with the Joneses is a very bad idea because somebody says you should buy a house. That's in context of what he's actually saying right there. How do you talk to probate since it's a sensitive topic? I don't talk about the topic. I never talk about the pain point that I'm calling about. Because I know you're a pre-foreclosure, I'm not calling saying, hey, your house is about to be foreclosed on, you want to make a deal? I simply ask them, are they interested in actually selling their property that they own? And it could be a coincidence that they do or they don't. How I got the information or their number doesn't really matter. Question, how do you go after pre-foreclosures? What I do is I understand the process of foreclosure in my state, which I say. So here's one thing I'm going to make very clear to everybody. This is on YouTube and Instagram. You need to educate yourself on the process of how your properties are foreclosed on in your state, whether you are non-judicial or a judicial state. All of that information is available in your state statute somewhere. So you need to educate yourself on how that procedure works. Once you know how the state does foreclosures, then you will know how to interject yourself into it and find out exactly how properties are dispositioned. I'm sorry, on how properties are foreclosed on, and then you're going to insert yourself. So you go after them by knowing where they are hanging out at, if that makes sense.
Got one from YouTube. Do you think we're going to hit a recession again soon? Question mark.
So the question on YouTube was, do I think we're going to hit a recession again? The answer, and the true answer, is I don't know, and nor does anybody else. History says we have one every so often, and we're due for one. So what I am doing is I'm hoarding cash so that if it does hit, I can buy properties at a very low discount. If you're a wholesaler and you actually ethically solve problems, you're going to have a lot more problems to solve, and your business is going to go up. So, yeah.
All right.
Somebody asked me on Instagram, says, how do I feel about buying properties at auction? I never really do, because I don't really buy anything for sale, if that makes sense.
Got one from YouTube. How should I go about the future parks and attractions near a property and estimating future property value that's likely to increase?
Yeah, so you can't. So the question was, how do I estimate the future value of a property based upon attractions that are going to be coming near or somewhere around there? The problem is that a real investor never buys on speculation, and that will get a lot of people bought in speculation before and they got in trouble. So a true person that is a investor really does not buy on speculation.
How do you find hot zip codes besides list source?
Why besides it? I just gave you that. Unless you live in South Carolina, which doesn't have list source information, which I hope that's why you're asking, you need to actually hit the ground and see where a lot of properties are being sold. Go to the RIA meetings and just do the legwork yourself. Or there's probably a county website that shows where the most recent sales have been. Yes, list source was removed from South Carolina because of the law that South Carolina passed last October, I think it was.
Have you ever wholesaled an arson property?
So the question is, have I ever wholesaled a house that was on fire or a fire damaged house? I have not. I haven't had that opportunity yet. I was close to getting one, but I didn't get it. But it's the same thing. It's all about evaluating the repair cost, the current value, and after repair value, and making your offer based upon those actual things.
Let's see. How about Podio question?
That's way to get Podio set up correctly.
Yeah.
Hire somebody that knows how to do it. That's what I did. Or buy an out-the-box system, right? You got things like Investor PO, Investor PO, Investor Fuse. Investor Fuse 2.0 just launched, which is not on Podio, but Investor PO is out there. There's a bunch of stuff out there that you can use that are out the box. How do you estimate RVM? Not sure what are you talking about. Is the process of wholesaling land the same as wholesaling houses? Yeah, I mean, you're just looking at the value of the land, and then you're looking at the current value, what you would pay for it, and wholesale to somebody that needs or wants that property. You got any questions on YouTube?
Yeah, we still got a few more coming in.
Handwritten or printed bandit signs?
I do printed. I don't handwritten or printed bandit signs. We've tried both. We get better response on a nicely printed bandit sign. So I'm going to take a couple more questions, then we're going to move into our next topic.
Do you foresee government regulations impacting wholesaling in the future?
Nope, no, I don't. Do I see government regulations infecting wholesale in the future? I don't think so. It would affect a lot more. There's millionaires and billionaires that wholesale property. You don't hear about it, but they do. So I don't think so. I think it's a fear-mongering talk that people like to put out there. But listen, there's unethical people in every industry that we're in. Real estate agents lose their license every single day because they do unethical practice. I think the people that unethically wholesale will end up either going to jail or paying a very hefty fine. Ethically wholesaling is a big topic. It's something I'm going to make video about very soon. I'll tell you, there's going to be an example of where I could have made an $80,000 spread, and versus doing that, I actually helped the guy rescued and save his house versus me. I'd rather sleep at night than be rich. So I'll be doing a video on how to ethically wholesale, the things you should or shouldn't do from my perspective. So I'm going to take one more from YouTube and one more from Instagram.
So tax delinquent, getting a few questions about that. A couple of people with specific states like Arizona.
What about it?
Just how to get into tax delinquent and tax lien.
Yeah, I mean, you just got to Google that. Each state is different. I make videos about that. But each state is different. You need to find out first if you're a tax delinquent state or a tax lien state, and then go from there. And you can find that information. You'll find that information of where the information is held on the tax delinquent properties. Let me see. I'm going to do one more from Instagram. So much things are moving so fast.
People, have you heard of Deal Machine?
Yeah. I've heard of Deal Machine, and we use it all the time. Our team uses it all the time. It works. We think we just got an appointment on the house under contract this week from Deal Machine.
Somebody won't get the water lifts they keep asking for, and they won't get it from them.
Persistence.
Well, what about, this is a good one, North Carolina question. Have you had any experience with squatters here in North Carolina? I put a property under contract with that problem. Any experience with that?
I haven't personally. I've had people in houses that we've told to get out, and they've got out. Hence why I always enter a vacant house armed. I haven't really personally dealt with any like squatters that wouldn't leave, so I couldn't suggest you on that. But you can get the sheriff department involved pretty quickly, actually. So let's move on to the 30-day challenge, and let's talk about that for a couple minutes. So the 30-day challenge, in my opinion, was a big success. It was something that was put together by my team and I. It was actually very tasking to come up with 1-minute clips every day on how we can help you and challenge you to get your first deal. Because it's a lot to say, it's hard to do it in 1 minute, but I think we pulled it off pretty good, and we'll do it again in the second quarter. Again, and for the 3,400 people that registered and participated, awesome, I loved it. Here is a few things that you guys need to do, because what we were doing is we were picking 2 people that we were actually giving free We Live 19 tickets and a session with me at We Live for free for participating in the challenge. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to, if you've got a property under contract, you can submit your contract in writing. That's to Denise at therealmaxwell.com. Denise at therealmaxwell.com. She's gonna get flooded with emails. You can also, if you've got an actual deal completed where you got it on a contract and it's been assigned, it's assigned that you can actually do it and send it over to Denise. Let's see here. So what's, where's that? I got sidetracked. So send it Denise at therealmaxwell.com if you have some property under contract. But for those of you that actually closed a deal in the 30 days, which means you've got the property under contract and you've got it assigned and the deal has closed, you're going to need to submit your assignment paperwork. Your contract paperwork, your assignment paperwork, and a copy of the check or a copy of the wire to Denise at therealmaxwell.com. So to be completely eligible, huh? The log?
30 challenge log.
Yeah. So there's a log that you had to keep as well. So you're going to submit all the information, your contract, your assignment, and a copy of the check or a copy of the wire that was sent to you on closing to Denise at therealmaxwell.com. Tomorrow we're going to be picking the winner, and Monday we're going to announce the winner for the actual challenge. I think the challenge was a success. I got crazy DMs. I've actually had people come up to me in the actual just out in public and tell me how they're in the challenge. They've got their first deal. They made their first deal. I've got some DMs today, so I'm going to put this same thing out as well. So here's what we're going to do. I'm looking for a text message so I can make sure I got this right. So what I'm going to do for everybody that participated in the 30-day challenge. I know it was daunting, it was tasking. I had you do a lot of things on the weekends, at nights. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you an opportunity to come to the We Live 19 at a discount. Hey, what's up, Andy? And here's what I'm going to do. So for you that participated in the challenge, you are going to be able to buy a We Live ticket for $549 general admission for the next 48 hours. 48 hours, all you have to do is use the code 30day. 30day, when you check out, you're going to get a general admission ticket, which is typically around $700-800. You're going to get it for $549, so less than $550 for this ticket. All you have to do is use the code 30day. That's for you who participate in the challenge. You can go do that right now, actually. I can't wait to see everybody at this event. It's just going to be amazing for you who participate in the challenge. I want you to keep going. Keep going. The things that I actually said in those challenge videos, keep those repetitions over and over and over and over again. And I promise you're going to get your deal outside of these 30 days. So one last time, for you who participated in the 30-day challenge, you have the opportunity to use the discount code when you're buying your ticket at 30day. The code is 30day, and you get a discount, a good discount. But stay consistent, and you're going to get that deal even if you didn't get it in the first 30 days. Here's some things that We Live we're going to be talking about in We Live. So first of all, let me say this. Here's the lineup for We Live 19. You're going to have myself. I'm going to be there speaking, meeting. I can't wait to meet everybody. I just get so excited when I think about this. I think we're like 34 days away. You have myself. You have Gary Vaynerchuk as the keynote speaker. You're going to have Scott Oots. You're going to have Tony Robinson Sr. You're going to have Brian Rigbu out of Houston, Texas. You're going to have Christina Spells, which I'm going to be with her in St. Louis this Saturday at 11 a.m. doing a pop-up. I'll post more information about that. You're going to have Steve Trang, which is actually a broker, and his brokerage actually deals with a lot of wholesale deals. So half of his brokerage is traditional real estate. The other half of his brokerage is actually wholesaling. You're going to have Diedrich and Crystal Polite, rock star team that's just skyrocketed in 2018, and they're going to do even crazy bigger things in 2019. You have Kang Lee, which I also call King Kong. Kong Lee is going to be there, and he's going to be calling your sellers live for you. A I mean, just on stage live, he's going to be doing your deals for you. You're going to have Mikey Anchor there. The lineup is just amazing. Some very cool gurus are going to be there. But I want to go over some things that we're going to actually be talking about. Because not only we're going to be the largest wholesaling event ever, we're going to be giving this information away. No upsell, none of that stuff that you see at other conferences, the big conferences. Here's what you're going to do. You're going to talk about just some of the topics. Some of the topics we're talking about at Weave Live 19. You ready? How to get started, right? Some people haven't started yet. But how to handle seller objections, how to evaluate deals, setting up an actual business, the latest lead generation strategies that are working best right now for 2019. Like we're going to show you how we do this. Scott Oots runs a $4 million wholesaling business. He's going to break down some of his best marketing tactics working in 2019. How to do deals in a very competitive market. Scott Oot is doing $4 million in Los Angeles, in Southern California, in the toughest markets in the country. We're going to talk about how to find, train, and hire VAs. We're going to talk about virtual wholesaling, how to wholesale part-time, scaling your wholesaling business to a $1 million operation and beyond, how to raise private money. We're actually going to have private money lenders there talking about how you should raise private money. We're going to talk about how to actually execute JV deals properly, working with realtors. Steve Trang is going to be there. He's going to tell you how to work with realtors, building a team, estimating cost and finding contractors, how to get larger assignment fees, right? We all want to know how to get larger assignment fees. We're going to talk about talking to sellers and the most effective skips, how to set up RVMs, right? This is ringless voicemail technology, the best cold calling scripts and stuff like that, how to do direct mail campaigns, working with real estate attorneys and title companies. That's a big one. How to actually do that properly, how to structure business accounts, right? How to actually structure business accounts so that you're covered with the IRS and you never have to worry about that stuff. Advanced strategies. We're talking advanced creative strategies like subject to, lease options, owner finances, trust, land contracts, all that type of stuff, probates, pre foreclosures, hard money, and actually how to do internet marketing to get your deals. Those are all the stuff that we're doing for $549. If you participate and you're watching this right now, you can go get your tickets using the discount code 30day for $549, and that's how you can buy your ticket right now at that discounted price. So it's just jam-packed information in this event. Over the next 30 days, you're going to hear me talking about all the stuff we're going to be giving away. I'm going to be meeting up with speakers. You're going to get to talk to them. I might even pop up in your city before the event and we can talk about real estate over and over again. So I want to stress this to you. Right now, you can go use the discount code 30 days. You can go to WeLive19. You can go to wholesalingelitelive.com. What's that?
30 day, not days.
Yeah, 30 day. The code is 30 day, right? You can simply type in WeLive19.com. And listen, you have about less than 10 days to book your hotel right now at the discounted price. And you don't have to pay for it. You just book it right now and they'll charge you when you get to the actual hotel. So definitely go get on that. So here goes some things as well. Scott's actually texting me right now. It's crazy. How to get deals with no deals on your belt. How to start getting deals if you haven't gotten any already. How we answer calls, the follow-up, leads to ensure that you don't lose them. How we close over the phone and in person, very important. Knowing when to consider hiring, what type of marketing works the best. How to get multiple $100,000 wholesale spreads. The vendors we use that we vetted all these types of vendors. The vendors you use, the importance of consistency, some kind of all this stuff. We're going to be talking about all of that at this event. I can't wait to meet every single one of you. I can't shake your hands. We have a party on Saturday night. This party on Saturday night is going to be bonkers. It's going to be networking is going to be insane. So rooms are still available. just go to We Live 19. Even if you haven't bought your tickets right now, you're still on the fence, go book your hotel. Go to WeLive19.com. Scroll to the FAQ, click on the hotel link, reserve your hotel, which is free to reserve it. You don't pay anything till you show up. And I can't wait to meet all you guys in about 30 something days. It's going to be amazing. It's going to be amazing. But thank you all for tuning in on this live. I'm going to leave it up for 24 hours on Instagram, YouTube. You're going to have it forever. That's my Boston accent. You're going to have it forever on YouTube. And everybody in the Facebook group, I'm going to be going live there next Tuesday night inside of Wholesaling Elite Live. We're going to be going live in that group, and we're going to be kicking some deals. And I'm going to see you guys more often from here going out. So I appreciate all you tuning in. I'll see you guys later. Peace and peace.